Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am, and you are not. How are you? We're going to get some snow. Hopefully, stuff has simmered a little bit in California. I haven't paid attention to it in the last 12 hours. Again, prayers for everybody that's going through any kind of storm, or whether it be physical or inside them. Guys, always hang on because the scenery does change. It does change. Guys, please like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate you and making me part of your day. And subscribing to my channel is something that means a lot to me. I take it really seriously. And on that note, we're going to talk about Gypsy Rose. And there's 3 inches of snow heading my way, apparently, as I see on the computer. Guys, Gypsy Rose, in one breath, when she was talking about the hackers taking over her account, she had the audacity to say, well, actually, she didn't have that voice. That wasn't the Gypsy that we got. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, what I was saying was, Gypsy wanted to follow the rules by, going to the police and showing that, she was legitimately hacked. She wanted to follow the rules, but she wanted to follow the law. Something she didn't give a shit about before, right? And, Gypsy was speaking. There's all different gypsies. It depends on which day of the week that we get the gypsy that we get. You know what I mean? Because Gypsy's got that high-pitched voice that only is used for manipulations and for nail scratching. And then she's got that, I have this voice that's supposed to show superiority and maturity. And then there's this, she doesn't give a shit. That everybody should be on her side and nobody knows what she went through and all victims should be. And she's even got to say, actually, that the book that she wrote shouldn't encourage people to unalive people or commit crimes. Which book, even fiction books, which book has that disclaimer? Guys, with this book, I want you to understand, please don't go unalive anybody. Because it's being glorified what she's done and how she's gotten away with it. And that's our society's fault. That's, Mike Stanfield's fault. That's not a brilliant lawyer, guys. Because if something happens at the hands of Gypsy Rose, we're going to see how well Mike Stanfield feels responsible for that, for giving her an alibi. Because that's what he did. He gave her an alibi. I don't want to keep saying that. He even said it when he said Munchausen by proxy. We got all these medical records, Munchausen by proxy. Can't diagnose a dead person, Mike Stanfield, but I guess you feel like you can. You see, what I'm saying is like, Mike Stanfield gave her an alibi. Rod, who doesn't seem to be anywhere. He just wasn't, he wasn't anywhere, and he even said, he wasn't a hands-on dad, but he didn't even, check on her, make phone calls to her, maybe occasionally, but not like a dad should. And the shit that he says just doesn't, even Gypsy knows it's bullshit, okay? So, how does Gypsy really feel in all of the personalities that's Gypsy Rose, right? The mother, the superiority, where everybody, all rules are intact and she wants to appear mature and all of that. If there's a baby, is it that Gypsy Rose? Or is it the Gypsy Rose that talks in the high-pitched voice for only manipulation? Or is it the Gypsy Rose that is the, fuck you kind of Gypsy Rose? The one that's like, guys, this is my story, and whether you believe it or not, this is my story. Which person feels strongest about their dad that didn't show up for them? Because none of this makes sense. If you think about it, why isn't Gypsy really pissed at her dad? Why isn't she really pissed at her stepmom? How could she call her stepmom mom, knowing that that's part of the problem? How could she pretend to even be somebody that cares about these people when these people showed that they didn't really care about her? They let her, according to Gypsy, be ABUSED'd by her own mom because they never showed up in her life. There was somebody that didn't show up. I don't care what Dee Dee supposedly said. Rod wasn't there to show any difference. So why shouldn't she believe Dee Dee if Dee Dee said that? But I don't think Dee Dee said that at all. I think Gypsy's just warped. And again, I think Gypsy was somebody who came into this world with issues. They were never addressed. And because of this grift that they had, Gypsy felt like she was entitled to everything. It built this narcissistic behavior, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but why else would somebody, and how could somebody just unalive their mom and just go on with their life without any kind of remorse? And there is no remorse because we've been waiting for her to show remorse. We've been waiting for her to make a wrong a right in everything. She has done nothing. She's done nothing from the scams that she's taken. She's done nothing from the unalivement of her mom. Again, a community on Morbid's panel. A community of people pitched in and bought her mom an urn. For what did this woman do? This woman, there's so many pictures, and there's not one picture of ABUSE. Gypsy's head was shaved, her mom's head was shaved. You know that, right? So if it was all about, being uncomfortable, embarrassing and all that, why would her mom shave her own head? That's Munchausen by proxy? Guys, look up what that is. That's not what it is. The people that still have doubt. The issue is there shouldn't be people with doubt. Gypsy's not a fantastic actress. She's not anybody that even remembers her lines. But she is somebody that takes on the personality of different facades to fit whatever it is she's trying to fit. And people keep buying into that. And she just seems to become a chameleon. Now, I blame her mom for how adaptive she is in those circumstances. But those are survivor skills for Gypsy. She should be praising her mom for that. So once again, where is this love coming from? From a dad that didn't show up, a stepmom that didn't show up and put her kids first. What's going on with Gypsy Rose? Everything about her is a fake. And we are going to see, I believe this year, a decline between that relationship, between her dad, her stepmom, and herself. It's there. It's on the horizon. It's coming. Because Gypsy doesn't even know how to keep relationships going. We clearly see that. And it doesn't matter if you're related to her or not. Which Gypsy is going to show up? That's the question each time. One of them, at least, is very dangerous. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Tell me what you think. I want to know in the comments. Guys, take care of yourself. There's storms coming. Be safe. And always be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always, always be kind. Thanks, guys.
I don't ever want people to read this and be like, oh, I am inspired to go commit a crime. That is not the point of this book.